how's it going? I'm Keith here at Sportsvibestv, and it looks like my worst fears might be realized. A few days ago, I dropped a video talking about Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley going out to a restaurant with teammates, which actually broke the COVID-19 restrictions that, the NFL had in place. And one of my biggest fears was these players would go out to that restaurant, and it would end up being like some sort of super spreader event or something of that nature. Because if you watch the video, which I'll link up above, it had people in there that weren't necessarily part of the team. You had a DJ, you had another female patron that wasn't specified who she was, but you know it was an environment where these players could potentially catch the Rona. And now Jordan Renan is reporting that an offensive lineman on the Giants recently tested positive, and the Giants are now going to be shutting down the facility. They told all players to stay home, and they're going to be doing everything virtually. My biggest concern is, or me speculating, the offensive line unit is very close typically with the quarterbacks and with the running backs, because as a unit they work together and they rely on each other the most. They spend the most time together. So it would not be surprising or shocking to me if linemen accompanied Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley to that restaurant. It would not surprise me as well if the offensive lineman that tested positive also went to that restaurant with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. So we're gonna have to get to the bottom of how this offensive lineman caught the Rona. If he actually attended the restaurant, Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley are gonna be in big trouble, because there's no way, as leaders of the team, you could be bringing your teammates to a restaurant which breaks COVID-19 protocols and COVID-19 restrictions, and then boom, 3 or 4 days later, one of them pop positive on a test. And if you look at the timeline kind of lines up. It takes usually 3 to 5 days for symptoms or for the person to pop positive on a test. So they went out Friday. Today's Thursday. That's 6 days. That's pushing it a little bit, but I would not be surprised. I'm sure Jordan Renan is gonna, post some more updates, and whatever news comes out regarding the situation, I'm gonna jump back on and make another video and explain it to you guys. All right. So let me know what you think in the comments. Are you as disappointed as I am? If I'm not mistaken, in order for the game to not be affected negatively, the Giants have to everybody has to test negative 2 days in a row for them to open back up the facility. So right now, the earliest they can probably open back up the facility, I would think, is Sunday. And what are you going to do on a Sunday before a Monday game? You're traveling for the most part, I would assume. So maybe you might do a walkthrough. Who knows? So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Once again, I'm Keith, the Sportsvibestv, and I'm out.